Superdome in New Orleans. This is the National Football League. We'll see Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And we get a look at Jameis Winston ready to lead this New Orleans offense for the first time in his 7th season in the NFL and his 2nd with the Saints.
This is a big change for everyone in the Bayou country because Drew Brees is no longer the starting quarterback, so there'll be a new starter for the first time since 2006 for the Saints. Jameis Winston, as we all know, unlimited potential, has a 5,100-yard season on his resume in Tampa, but turnovers, that's the biggest part he's got to change. If he does that, he could take the reins and really run with them in New Orleans.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On play action, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd and short. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Gets past one man. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, is kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
But for me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing him. Because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm, he may take an extra chance or two. And if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls, or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays against Jameis.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Winston. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dexter Lawrence, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants ready to go to work on offense, and leading them out, their 3rd-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And we always say, and I absolutely believe it, Evan Ingram is a wide receiver in a tight end's frame. 63 catches last year, en route to his first Pro Bowl nomination.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Taken down by Pete Werner.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
For the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, Winston. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Rosas' kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's third down.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A third down gain of 19.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones looking for Shepard deep. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Jameis now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. First down now, but that clock rolling. Winston. Flushed out right. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Throwing, Winston. Got a man, that's little Jordan Humphrey. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Winston. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. Washington's got it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. To the air again with Winston. Escaping the press. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jameis Winston in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It was a strong first half by the veteran quarterback, Jameis Winston. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. To return, it's Peppers. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And despite missing 4 games in 2020, Sterling Shepard tied his career high with 66 catches and that led all Giant receivers, and he makes a nice catch there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. Jones throw on target. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 11. Now Winston.
Into the hands of his receiver, Humphrey.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Try to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Play fake. Winston.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete. Jabril Peppers, the former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So now Jones and the Giants trailing 10-3. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Here's Jones. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside in 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Rosas now to end the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw is Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Winston goes ahead, takes the knee, and that should be all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.